Marhaba, I'm making a Moroccan dish today using a tagine. I'll talk you through the vegetables: onions, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, turnips, cauliflower, peppers and courgettes. We're going to start off with the sauce. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of water, 4, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and a tablespoon of cumin powder, which I blended myself. I just roasted the cumin seeds and blended them. So 1 tablespoon of that, tablespoon of ginger powder, tablespoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of pepper, and parsley, which is a tablespoon. And paprika is 1 tablespoon of paprika, which is 2 of these. I'm going to mix all of this together. You can do this very fast. The tagine will be cooked for 45 minutes, so this is 10 minutes before. We're going to add preserved lemon, which you can buy in most supermarkets. They come like this. About 11 olives, some flaked almonds, some pistachio nuts, and some sultanas and raisins. I'm actually making it in a frying pan, so most of you might not have a tagine yet. So I'll show you in a frying pan how we're going to start. I'm going to add a tiny bit of olive oil. I'm going to add the onions. And remember, this all cooks very slowly, so it actually cooks for 45 minutes on a very low heat. I only had cherry tomatoes, but you can use the large ones, maybe 3 of the large ones. I'm going to now add the cauliflower in the middle. Moroccan food is a lot to do with your eyes. You eat with your eyes. I'm going to add the potatoes because they take longer, so I'm going to put them at the bottom. Then the carrots, turnips. I'm going to add some peppers, colourful, whatever ones you have, green, yellow, red. I've got the red ones. I'm going to add the courgette, which doesn't take long to cook. I'm going to add the sauce. I'm going to add a little bit more water. And with the tagine, you need to check it maybe every 5 to 10 minutes to just check if it needs any extra water. If it needs extra water, just add a little bit. It shouldn't be dry, it should be a little bit moist. And that's how we're going to, this is all it's required. We're going to now cover it and let it cook. You can just put your normal lid on top and let it cook on a low heat for 35 minutes. And after 35 minutes, we'll add the other ingredients to it. We've been cooking the tagine for 35 minutes. You can see, oh, the smell is just incredible. I'm going to now add preserved lemons, olives, the raisins and the sultanas, almonds and pistachios. I also added a little bit of saffron in there as well. Now I'm going to cook this again on a low heat for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're making couscous. You can get this from most supermarkets these days. Very simple to make. It's made from semolina. I'm using 200 ml of couscous. I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to add 200 ml of hot water. A teaspoon of Himalayan salt. I'm going to add olive oil, 1.5 tablespoons. Mix it up. I'm going to cling film it, and I'm going to leave it aside for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to use a fork and just fluff it up. I'm going to make harissa. Harissa is a chili sauce which Moroccan people use on most things. It's delicious. It's not super hot, but I just buy the mix. You can get it on Amazon as well. It's called harissa. So with the tagine, if you need to add a little extra spice, I'm just going to make enough, just 1.5 teaspoons of harissa paste. To that, I'm going to add some lemon juice. This one's worth tasting to see how you want it. And olive oil. About a tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of lemon juice. Your harissa is, I'm going to taste it. Oh, perfect. Excellent. It will be a great sauce to put over your couscous and tagine. We're making a very easy dessert today. You can use oranges. I've actually cut up some clementines here, a little bit of kiwi fruit, some blueberries and filices, some nuts, which are pistachios and almonds, some almond biscuits on top as well, little almond biscuits, which is amarettas, which it's an Italian biscuit really. Amarettas, these are mini ones and they're great. They've got lovely almondy taste. You can use honey, which is a traditional way of having it in Morocco, but I'm going to drizzle it with some maple syrup. And this is great as a dessert. Try it out. The Moroccan meal is complete. We have the tagine, vegetarian tagine. Looks amazing. You can see the courgettes, the potatoes, the turnips, preserved lemons, olives, peppers, and it smells just divine in this kitchen. We have the couscous, lovely and fluffy. We have the harissa, which we made to accompany the meal. And for the dessert, we have sliced clementine, so it could be sliced oranges. I hope you enjoy this meal. It was a pleasure to cook it today, and take care.